Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. My name's Kalina. I started my health and fitness journey back in 2013. I've lost 105 pounds so far, and my starting weight was 257 pounds. I now range in 150 to 145. I'm trying to get my last 5 pounds off now. Um, we'll see once I get to 140, see what if I want to stay there, if I want to go back up or, back down or whatever. I don't know. We'll see. But I actually didn't start out to lose weight. I started as I was trying to quit smoking, and I had tried several different ways of, quitting smoking. I use the patches and gums and things like that. And my boys really wanted me to quit. And I was like, I'm just going to have to try cold turkey and just, throw them away and don't pick them up again. And tell my boys, because I knew if I told my boys, then I wouldn't pick them up anymore, because obviously I'm not going to lie to my kids. So I, threw my cigarettes out in 2012 when the ball dropped coming into 2013, and I was like, I'm never going to pick them up again. My boys were so super excited. So I knew that I could not go back to smoking. I haven't since. What had happened was I ended up putting on even more weight. I was ranging in like the 230s to 240s, and I started eating in replace of the smoking. So I never will forget the feeling of getting on the scale and seeing that 250 plus pounds. I'm not a tall person. I'm 5'3" and a half. I always had to throw the half in there, but 5'3" and a half, and so I'm not tall by any means, and 250 plus pounds on my frame is pretty big. So I was devastated, and I called my sister, and I was like, I don't know what to do. I'm so excited that I quit smoking, and I'm changing my life, trying to change my life around to get healthy, and here I am putting on even more weight than I had already started with, and replacing one addiction for another. So she's like, when I quit smoking, because she was also a former smoker, she's like, I started running. Why don't you try that? And I was like, there's no way. I walk to my car or up and down steps and I'm out of breath. I can barely bend over to tie my shoes. There's no way I'm going to be able to run. Like, no way. And she's like, why don't you just start with walking then? Just walk. You don't have a treadmill anyway. Find a spot, walk. So I was like, all right, I can do that, whatever, I'll try it. So I started walking. It wasn't even a half a mile from my house at the time. So I'd walk to the stop sign and I'd walk back, and then I made it a goal the next week to walk there and jog back. And then I would just add it on. The next week I'd jog there, jog back, and then I put distance onto it. And I actually ended up just really enjoying it, because it was getting me away from, taking care of my twin boys for a second, just to step back and have some me time, and just, focus on myself, instead of all the chaos of, dinner and this and that, and, with the kids and entertaining them. It was just kind of, I did my own thing for that, little bit of time, and I really started enjoying it. So I was like, I'm going to find something else. And I ended up picking up kettlebells. And it's really weird. I still don't know why I picked up kettlebells. It was an odd choice at the time, especially because there was no one around that, was a kettlebell instructor or taught kettlebell or anything like that. So I ended up just researching how to use them, correct form, and things like that. I fell in love. It's still, kettlebell's the only thing that I always stick to. I always, of course, and I work out, 5 days a week. I usually take 2 days off, sometimes 1 day off. It just depends on how my body feels. But that is the one thing that I've never steered clear of. I'll get into cycling for a while, and I did Zumba, and I taught kickboxing for a while, and different things like that. But kettlebells, I just love. I never strayed away from them, and I got certified in kettlebells, and I was going to this church at the time, And the church had a basement, so I really wanted to, teach. And my friends and family was like, you teach me how to do it. And I was like, well, let me ask my pastor. So I asked him, and he's like, yeah, sure, you can use our basement. So I invited my friends and family in, and I started, teaching, and we just had such a great time doing it. And I still have a great time training. Some of the people that started with me are still with me now, and they have no idea how much they've helped me along the way. I just love every one of them. But anyway, we started down there, and I just had them do a donation to the church, and I didn't take anything from it. I was just like, I want to, make a donation, just whatever you got, if it's $1, go ahead and throw it in this, and then we'll donate it to the church. So we donated the money to the church for letting us use the basement. And then I had posted up a picture. It was probably like 2 months after, and it was just like, this is great. I'll try to insert a picture of us up here. And I was like, we're having such a ball, working out, and I'm teaching, kettlebell, my local church, whatever. So a woman that was a business owner in my hometown got a hold of me, and she's like, I have plenty of room here. Have you ever thought about, coming down here? Maybe try out here. I have more room. And then everyone can do it that wants to, participate. So I was like, yeah, sure. So I came down, checked it out. It was, much more room there. So I was like, okay. So we started doing it there, and I grew from there and ended up getting certified personal trainer, along with several other certifications now. And then I went and was teaching kickboxing, and I did that for a while. And then my local wellness center got a hold of me and was like, have you ever thought about coming and work for us? And I worked there for 5 years. I recently just left this past April there. I love everyone there, and I miss all my clients there so much. It just got to be too much. On top of doing my own class and working at the wellness center, I'm also a cosmetologist, so and then my boys are in sports, so it took up a lot of my time. So I decided to leave there in April, and they taught me so much. I just love them up there. So I ended up, I just teach my class 1 day a week now at the other gym in my town, and then I personal train there too. So I'm, still busy doing that, and that gives me an opportunity to have time to myself to do things like this. And with my personal training clients, this channel will help me so much, because I send them messages, like huge messages on things that, I could say refer to a video now. But that's what this channel is going to be about, is, health and nutrition type stuff. I'm actually going back and forth with whether or not to go back to school to be a nutritionist. I'm thinking I might. I don't know. We'll see. I say that I want to, and then I don't want to overwhelm myself again. But I sure do love nutrition, and I love creating foods and, new foods and quicker ways that are healthy for people. I know everyone's busy, so, like me, I find the healthiest, fastest thing that I could do. So I'm hoping to bring my knowledge to this channel and help you guys succeed with your health and fitness journeys as well. Thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. And if you have any questions or comments, just put them below and I'll get back to you. Please be sure to like and subscribe. Bye.